Hello there and good morning. Thank you for staying tuned to Sunrise at Sea right here on CTV. My name is Apollo Sarah and welcome to Our Views segment. And what we do here on Our Views is we talk about real life, everyday situations and conversations and topics that affect our everyday life. And in studio with me is Shiva Nauma, Agi Uwase, and Priva Elipas. Good morning, ladies. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Sarah.
Are you all right?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So I was on TikTok minding my own business, enjoying all the creative content and whatnot. And I came across a TikTok and it's a podcast in my opinion. And they had something to say about what we are going to be discussing today. But let's first take a look at this video.
So, where I'm from in Uganda, we didn't really mention Uganda in the last episode, so I have to go in this episode.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, listen, any birthday or celebration you do, you're supposed to cover it. You're not supposed to invite...
for everybody.
Yeah, you're not supposed to invite people to come and celebrate your occasion and then tell them, but they must pay. In my culture, it's actually very, very, very disrespectful to even utter those words. That, oh, I'm inviting you to my birthday, but please bring £40. Like, who are you? That's the first question they'll ask you. Who are you for me to come and pay, celebrate your birthday? Do you know what I mean? So, coming now to this country.
So the topic of conversation in that podcast is that birthday dinners should be cancelled. And because people expect you, the birthday celebrant, to be the one to cover the bill, all right? Now, let's first start from the beginning. Now, birthdays signify a lot to a lot of people, and it means a lot to different people. To some people, it's the beginning and the joy of life, and every human being has a birthday. Everybody has a birthday. And birthdays are important to people because it's more like the reason as to why you start to gauge the importance or your mission in life. And some people actually use their birthdays to celebrate the new year. They don't do it on the 31st or 1st like the rest of us. They do it on their birthdays. And it's a time to, celebrate, reflect, and, give thanks. So my opening question is, do you think birthdays are overrated? And are they even worth the celebration? I'd like to ask you guys. Shivan is already saying...
What? No, they're not.
They're not overrated?
They're not.
Explain.
Like I said that when I was opening the show, I said, if I had the money every year to celebrate my birthday, even for a week, and splash as much money and go to Paris and Italy, I definitely would. It is the day when I was born. It is another year added unto me. I don't take it for granted that I've lived 22 plus years. People die prematurely, so that is a reason to celebrate. And when it comes to maybe footing the bill or things like that, like I had in that video, if I am the birthday girl, first of all, I like to be surprised. So I expect to be surprised. But if I am throwing a birthday party, I will definitely cater for the bill. I mean, a birthday is a reason to celebrate. And I do not appreciate people who downplay birthday because for me, it is a big deal. And for people that know me, even when you do not send me happy birthday, like you're blacklisted there and then. Like, how dare you? How dare you not tell me happy birthday? How?
Is that serious?
Yes, but you see, it's a big deal. It is a day I was born. Like, show me another Shiva Nauma. You show me. Show me and tell me why you shouldn't celebrate me.
What about you, Aggie?
Honestly, birthdays are special days and we should celebrate them. I mean, yeah, she said we're born, but for me, they're very overrated. They come with a lot of anxiety, a lot of pressure. Sometimes you see people post on their birthdays. Some are actually celebrating accomplishments. I don't know, by the time I go to this age, I have this, I have that. And then you are thinking about your birthday that is coming in about 2 months and you look back and there is nothing that you think you might have to celebrate on your birthday. It puts a lot of pressure on people, and lately more than ever because of all this glamour and the luxury that comes with celebrating. Maybe you're seeing people's statuses, this one actually, they bought this one a car. You have no one to buy you a car. And you're thinking, you're like, oh my goodness. And then also, I think for me, the anxiety that comes with the phone calls, the anxiety that comes with the birthday messages that come through. It's a good thing to be appreciated, but for me, it does put a lot of pressure on me. And the other thing is, why are you splashing water on me? Why are you ambushing me in my house? Like, really, at least give me a phone call and tell me I'm coming around. Like, for me, that's a lot of pressure. Someone will die one day, by the way, because of all that pressure. Well, because... I don't want to say I'm a very anxious person, but maybe that as well. And I know there's so many people who can resonate with me when it comes to birthdays. They come with a lot of expectations. it's a good day, yes, but we need to tone it down and calm down a little bit. Well, there's people who love all the pomp and the glamour and all that. Good thing, please, you can have it. But if you do not have the money to have this big birthday bash, you find others actually competing with their friends. There's this socialite.
The reason as to why birthdays
Hold on a minute.
stressful.
There's this socialite. You almost made me make a mistake. Who was posting the millions of money that she was getting. I don't know, it was a 1 million challenge of sorts.
Yeah.
So most people were like, oh my God, I actually didn't get even 500,000 on my birthday. You see that pressure?
More than 5K.
Yes. So for me, there are special days, let's celebrate them, but tone it down.
The reason as to why you are stressed when it comes towards your birthday is because you want your birthday to be celebrated. No, for most people, the reason as to why you get anxious and is because you're thinking, because so and so got a car on their birthday, you also want to impress. You're celebrating your birthday in a certain way because you want to impress. How about you cut your cloth? How about you make your coat according to the cloth that you have? Why are you overspending?
Whether you like it or
Why
not,
are you overspending when you do not have the money?
whether you like it or not,
submit?
this pressures do
Can I
calm
submit,
down
please?
onto us,
Yeah.
please.
So for me personally, birthdays are very important days in our lives. I don't care if I have money on my birthday. I don't care if I I am happy to celebrate. I am ready to celebrate my birthday like on whatever day like it comes. Only the only problem that I have with birthdays as of late is that we've diluted the importance, the significance of birthdays, and actually over-glorified them for the wrong reasons. Most people actually do wish their friends' birthdays because it's more of like Aggie will say and two others have birthdays today. So the only reason I'm texting Aggie is because Facebook maybe has given me a notification, has reminded me like it's Aggie's birthday, so I'm sending a message to her. But that's why we have to tell the difference between our friends and our true friends. You see, your friend is going to see that notification on Facebook, it will pop up. She will text you or he will text you, wish you a happy birthday, and disappear for the next 364 days. That should be okay. That should be okay. But for your real true friends, the people you consider your true friends, they should be able at least to celebrate you. They should be able to do something for you. And not only on your birthday, but to remind you every single day that you actually matter to them.
Yeah. For me, birthdays are actually a very depressing time. My birthday, I get very depressed on my birthday, and it's actually a real thing. It's called the birthday depression, or rather the birthday blues, and this refers to feeling sad, apathetic, or disinterested in celebrating or thinking about your birthday. Now, there are a number of reasons that this may happen. Number one is that it's not a mental health disorder. It is not. But however, it could be caused by underlying symptoms, like if you have a history of depression, or if you have anxiety, or if you have a very bad memory attached to your birthday. For instance, if you never had your birthday ever celebrated as a child, that could also be a reason. It could also just be because there are other factors in your life that are making you feel worthless on this day. And for me, I always feel that on my birthday. I do. It's a weird thing. Like, celebrate me any other day of the year, but not on my birthday, because it's just weird. And now let's talk about birthday celebrations before I give you the history and origin of birthdays. Is the right way of celebrating. Shivan loves surprise birthdays, so I guess anything goes with you. But for me, for birthdays, I feel that you should give that person, if you're going to celebrate them, because it's important to celebrate somebody's birthday, because you're telling them or communicating to them that they're important to you, that you love them, and you appreciate them, all right? And that you value them as well. So for me, I feel and I believe the right way to celebrate somebody's birthday is to give them what they want on that birthday.
Yes, ask me.
This year, I say for my birthday, that was June 30th, I said I did not want cake. I don't want cake. I don't want cake on my birthday. I wanted shoes. And I got 2 pairs.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree.
Love people, they want to be loved. I think if birthdays, love people that they want to be loved. Don't just do the whole generic script on everybody.
Yes.
They get a cake.
You might buy me
But you
flowers.
see, one thing I learned over time, and this is something I struggled with, and I understand where Aggie is coming from. It's not until I made peace with myself and decided, you know what, Shivan, your birthday is your birthday, regardless on how you celebrate it, or where you're going to go, or if you're going to take your best friend or your friends along. It's not about them. It's about you. And for those that know me, even with the surprises they pull, most likely they will always bring the things that I like. But I learned to celebrate my birthday, if I choose to throw a birthday party, I'm not doing it to impress someone else. It's actually a thanksgiving for me, and that is a way we're actually raised in our family. Because birthdays is a time to remember that, hey, we're blessed with a child called Shivan. Can we thank God?
I don't even want
yes, this is a time when Shivan, dramatic and chaotic as she is, was brought into this family, and it is a reason to appreciate her. And guess what? Another thing we do and why, as to why I hold birthdays really very highly, is we sit down with my inner family, that is my dad, my mom, and my siblings. We sit and they say both the good things and the bad things. Now,
why would you say bad
now
things
listen,
on your birthday?
that is why I told you
My
birthday tradition is very important, because I get to hear feedback from my family about the things I need to work on, and I like to hear that. I like to hear that, you know what, Shivan, you're a terrible timekeeper. Can you please keep time next time? Like, these things actually make me a better person. That is why every time it is my birthday, it is a new leaf turning. The old is gone and the new has come. And that is why for me, that is not, but that is the way, this is my opinion, and that is why birthdays are such a big deal for me, because I get to hear from the people I love, value, and respect the most tell me the things they have loved about me, the things they do not like that I need to work on, because I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, I appreciate that, and I actually like that. For some people, that would absolutely work, because birthdays are also a time for reflection and, you know, just, you know, changing or turning a new page, you know, changing your life, or rather being born again. I'm not meaning in the religious sense, but being born, like it's a rebirth. It's another issue. I mean, it's your second chance at, you know, being a better person. But you see, for some people, again, why I think some people may have the birthday blues, or rather birthday depression, is because they're holding too much on the past, or they had set a goal for themselves. Say, I'm turning 30, hypothetically. I'm turning 30, and by 30, I should have, you know, gotten my master's degree. I should have been married. I should have at least 3 kids. I should have a home somewhere up country. You understand? And now you're 30. And
you have nothing to show for it.
And there's nothing. And you're like, oh my goodness, I'm such a waste. And a lot of people feel that. And I think that we should also not, another way that I think birthday should not be celebrated is, when I say that people should be celebrated the way they want to be celebrated, understand your person's love language. If they want gifts, give them gifts, okay? If they want you to spend time,
I don't want to be surprised with a birthday party, because I will walk in and walk out. Because of all the anxiety, it will weigh down on me. I'll probably not even enjoy it. So yes, I want to be asked. I don't want a surprise party.
Please surprise me.
No. I want to be asked.
Surprise me. You know?
People
talk about the anxiety, but I feel like the only anxiety I feel on my birthday is the fact that, damn, I'm adding on another year. Like, what have I achieved now? What am I going to, you know, achieve in the next year? Are my friends actually going to celebrate me? Are they going to remember me? Like, I think about those things. But I'm glad, like, my friends actually do remember my birthday. Like, they always endeavor to, like, text me. Those other friends who just post you, you know, an Instagram, you know, status or a status update, and then they expect you to just, you know, go and reply. That's on you. That's your thing. But if you are intentional about someone's birthday, you know, it's either a phone call, or you send them a direct message,
a gift,
or send them
what
gift
they want.
You know, another reason as to why birthdays in our family is such a big deal is that our parents sing for us. Now, this might be cliche.
Tradition.
Exactly, it's a tradition. Like, wake up in the morning and daddy and mommy are dressed up in their pajamas and they are singing for a full-grown woman like me, happy birthday. So for me, that alone, I hold it dearly. So I look. So even the few times it hasn't happened, I've been like, okay, they do not love me anymore. As grown as I am, I'm like, but this is a family tradition. This is a thing that we do. But I understand for some people who would have birthday blues, because, like Sarah said, for some people their birthdays are either attached to misery. For example, if you're a twin,
not attached to misery.
Listen, it's whether or not something to laugh about. For example, if you are produced with a twin and your twin died, and that is the day you remember that your twin was born and died, you might not want to celebrate your birthday, because then it brings remembrance of a sister or a brother that you lost. So it really depends.
Exactly. And
I'll tell you,
birthdays are supposed to be a happy
yes, but I'll tell you something, that all my birthdays when we were little at home, I mean, there'd be cake, there'd be a party and all that. But the part where they'd be singing for me happy birthday, I'd cry. I mean, I was little, I had no problems. So right now, when my friends call me on my birthday, please don't sing for me, because I'll probably, every time it clocks midnight and it's my birthday, like, I always cry. If I say a prayer and then I cry, yeah, that's it. I don't know. And not because of any reason, like I have no misery attached to it, but that happens. So that comes with a lot of anxiety. Yeah, so now you understand where I'm coming from. Yeah.
Well, I would like to give you some tips if you're the kind of person who expresses birthday depression or anxiety. Well, here are a few steps that you could, take to help you fight off these awful negative feelings. But then again, they may not be negative feelings, okay? They may be feelings that need you to start, get in touch with yourself, because you don't have to celebrate your birthday with people sometimes. You can decide to do it by yourself. You're like, you know what? I'm going to go to church and confess to Father. I need to past year. Exactly. Confess for my sins of the past year. Or I'm just going to go and sit, wherever in a garden and just, reflect, meditate and think. Also, it's an opportunity to try something out new, or even an opportunity to, face your fears. So for instance, if you have a phobia for heights, you could go bungee jumping or zip lining. If you have a phobia for snakes, you can go to the snake park, like face your fears.
It's also an opportunity for getting proposed to. I would like to be proposed to.
They don't propose to your no birthday.
Just in case he's watching.
If there is any other day bigger than Christmas, it is Shiva's birthday. But anyway, here are a few steps to help you fight off the birthday depressions. Number one, start your day right and try to think positively right from the onset. It's a good place to start. Start thinking positive thoughts. Remind yourself, I am loved. If you have words of affirmation, say those words to you. I am loved. I am special. I am important. I have a purpose. I am in this world for a reason. Number two, find the best way to celebrate. And when I say best way to celebrate, not for other people, but for you. This is your day. You're feeling depressed for a reason. So celebrate it in a way that is going to help you release all that anxiety, all that depression and, negative thoughts. Number three is don't overplan. Because sometimes when you overplan, it's going to add to your anxiety, and you might even have depression, because disappointment rather, because you may be expecting some people to come, or that one person who you want to be there, and that person cannot make it. So don't overplan, and then manage your expectations. It's very, very, very important. Proposals and birthdays.
Manage your expectations of getting close to.
Have you heard? Number five.
That's why I've said it here, so that he knows.
And number five is keep busy. Keep very busy. Keep your mind, very occupied. Number six, stay positive. Keep singing words of affirmation to yourself. And number seven, tell people how you feel. It's important to talk to somebody who you entrust and say, you know what, it's my birthday, but I'm feeling this kind of way about it. I don't feel so good about myself. And the thing is, when you tell people how you feel, they're like, no, it's your day, it's pretty special. Learn to listen if they're telling you this if that person is, expressing themselves to you. Listen. Do not try. I know you would rush to a place and try to, tell them, be positive, be a motivational speaker. But sometimes just listen.
Positivity.
Just listen. Just literally listen. And then the last one is set a sadness timeline and tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to give myself until midday to feel like crap. You know what?
After that,
and after that,
party
I'm
all
going
the
to
way.
fake it until I make it. But in case you might be wondering what a birthday anniversary is, or what a birthday party is, a birthday is the anniversary of the birth of a person, or of an institute, and birthdays of people are celebrated in very many cultures around the world, and often with birthday gift, birthday cards, and a birthday party, or it's a rite of passage for many. And while many cultures developed birthday celebrations separately, the Egyptians were actually the first ones to get this party started, literally. And when the Egyptian pharaohs were crowned as gods, they were birthed, and that means that the first birthday celebrations weren't marking the birth of a human being, but rather the birth of a god. And it is also assumed that the Greeks, and this is in Greece, adopted the Egyptian tradition of celebrating the birth of a god, and they, like many other pagan cultures, thought that the days of major change, such as these birthdays, welcomed evil spirits. And birthdays started around 3,000 years before the Common Era. Imagine that. Did you know that? Or for you, you're just here blowing candles and eating cake. And also, just for more background on the origin and as to why we celebrate, or rather use cake, or why there are cakes on candles, is because in Greek culture they would celebrate Artemis, and she's the goddess of, and she's a goddess, and they would give her the god of the moon, and they would give her a cake in the shape of a moon, and the candles on the cake would represent the illumination of the moon, you know, the shining of the moon. That is why. That is
important to note.
It's very important to note. And also she's the goddess of wild animals, the hunt, vegetation, chastity, and childbirth. So they would give her a cake. You know, that literally was her sacrifice. That was what they would give to her.
That
a cake in the shape of a moon.
In Germany, in Greek?
In Greek, yes.
Now, in India, because you see why my birthday is very important. Shivan is a goddess in India, and it's a goddess of life and death. So, surely.
Celebrate the life.
And then later, the origin of giving birthday gifts originated from the Romans, and they would celebrate this. They're the ones actually who started celebrating the birth of people, and then they would throw very lavish parties and give gifts to the newborn. And there are many cultures around the world, actually. In China, they celebrate birthdays by eating long noodles, like very, very long. You know, the noodles are so long, they're called longevity noodles. That is to symbolize, you know, having a long life. And then in Italy, they give gifts. And then in Spain, they pull your ears.
Uganda,
In
they
Uganda, they pour
Then
water.
they pour water on you. And they make you pay for the birthday.
pay for it and you invite them.
So now we have had Shivan's family, you know, traditions for birthdays. What about you guys? Do you have any birthday traditions?
Birthday traditions. Well, I talk to my mother.
Oh my goodness.
My friends always, you know, try to do something nice for me. Either take me out or send me money. I like the money bit because, I mean, like, you see, like how Aggie and Sarah said, like, it's very hard to, you know, figure out what someone wants. But I mean, we can all agree on money. That's
money you get to
it's a
choose
common
what you
factor.
can get
Like, we can all
The
agree.
currency.
You know,
The currency.
whether it's dollars, whether it is
Pounds, whatever it
whatever it is, whether it's dollars or pounds or, you know, Ugandan money. I prefer money on a birthday. I like to be celebrated that way, and good enough, at least for me. As far as I remember, on my birthdays, I've always received love. People call me, people, you know, reach out to me, people remind me, you know, what I mean to them. And for me, I don't care whether you think you're being fake or you're being real. It's the gesture that I'm going to consider. It's the gesture that I'm going to consider. So for me, my tradition for birthdays is, you know, just enjoying. I'm always happy on my birthdays. I don't think there's a birthday that has reached and I'm sad. I'm always happy.
Well, for me, growing up, our birthdays, like back at home, it would definitely be a party, all the neighbors' kids, all your friends around, our parents give us gifts, and then other family members. There's cake. It was, you know, celebration mood. You're young, you're enjoying it, and enjoying that. Yes, but growing up now, honestly, on my birthday, like I said earlier, midnight, I always my first tradition is I kneel down and first thank God for life, and, you know, reminisce on the past year and all that. Yes, that comes with tears. And my mother usually calls me, if she's not with me, she calls me at midnight. My sisters, basically my family. It has to be midnight, like that's the time. Or you find like there's traffic on your phone, and then waking up the next day. Usually my friends, like, they always tell you, I want to take you out today, I want to take you. So you choose who you want to go out with. Because I don't like to be like with so many people. Like I said, I don't like huge celebrations. So the person that I choose to be out with that day, you must be very special to me. It may not even be my family, because I mean, they can see me any other day, or they actually send me money, you know, get yourself this, get yourself. What's that one thing you've always wanted all this year? That one. If they can afford it, they send me money.
The money.
But yeah, my celebration is usually limited. Actually, sometimes like one person or two, not more than 3 people.
Wow.
For me, in my family, because I have many sisters, it's tradition for us to always have a birthday dinner of the celebrant, the birthday dinner, and everything is taken care of. Like, you don't spend a dime. There's cake, there's dinner, and nobody really says they love you. We just there to eat and talk. But of course, we love each other, and it's a common practice for us every year. Now, for me, for my birthday, for me, I even post on my social media. If you're not going to call me or text me personally, do not post me on your status updates. Because my birthday it's a very depressing time for me, and I just have these feelings of it's like the devil is real coming for me. You get? So I have all these feelings of dissatisfaction, of uncertainty. I am an emotional roller coaster. So for me, it's very important to tell me, I want to hear it, that you love me, you care for me, you value me.
Yeah.
I want that. And if not, forever hold your peace until next year.
Don't
Forever hold your peace until next year, because I don't need that. And I just want the people that I want in my life. I don't want extras. I don't want extras. I want this person by name. These are the people that I want by name. And the thing is, that beautiful part is that they know how I am, and so they do understand what it means for me on my birthday. So they're like, it's not even about, are you okay? They're like, do you want to talk? No? Okay. What do you want to do this time? Fine, let's go be random, whatever the case may be. And I love that. So for me, birthdays, I'm going to conclude by saying, birthdays should be celebrated the way the person wants them to be celebrated. Even when it's a surprise party, I think plan beforehand and say, oh, if she loves, I don't know, taking tea, you know, let's do a tea party for her. You understand?
High tea.
Exactly. Let's do a fancy tea party for her.
Let's in your nice, you know.
You understand?
Pajamas.
Theme, you know.
Pajamas.
Yes, we love pajamas. But don't do the whole default birthday party that looks like everybody else's on social media. There is a cake there, party poppers.
And then you are inviting people that are just acquaintances or people that I don't even know.
Why are you here?
Please, why?
Yes. You're like, why are you here?
Please, why
you know
are
what's
here?
funny? You go for your birthday party
And you don't know anyone.
And you hate everybody there.
And you're all faking it. You're smiling at each other, like not genuinely, by the way.
Yeah, guys, you know.
That is such a toxic way to live.
Yeah.
So ladies, conclusions about birthday parties. How do you think they should be celebrated? And let's just close with that. How do you think birthday parties should be celebrated?
If you have the money, first of all, when you're planning a birthday party, do not do it according to who you want to impress. Do something that makes you happy. And if it's something, if you want to go overboard, plan, budget beforehand. I mean, if you want to go overboard and have a lavish party and all pomp and glamour, plan beforehand so that when the day comes, you're not stressed. The only reason you're stressed on your birthday is because you have high expectations, you have not planned well, and you're doing something to impress other people. So do it because it's your birthday. It is a day when you were born. But again, a birthday is a beautiful day to be proposed to.
She made it clear. Well, for me, what I would say, I think I'll just re-echo what Sarah said, and that is celebrate people in the way that they would love or they want to be celebrated. I mean, you could ask your person, like, probably a month prior to their birthday, and you say, would you love to take a trip? Before ambushing them with, a trip. What if they have other engagements? Like, ask them, and then know your people. Know your people. It's actually very important, because in that way, they'll not be disappointed. Because if you are buying me flowers of 200,000 or even 500,000, and maybe I preferred, a pair of shoes, I might be happy, but I may not really be as happy as you'd expect me to be happy. Yeah.
Well,
so know your people and just do what they would want,
For me, when it comes to birthdays, I'm going to maybe speak to the people who have the birthday blues.
Yeah.
Please practice gratitude on your birthday. It's okay to celebrate your birthday. It's okay to be happy. And also lower your expectations. And also look at it from this way. Like, if someone sent you a bouquet of flowers, or sent you a bottle of wine, or sent you money, or whatever they could, that came from a good place. People don't normally give out gifts, by the way. People don't normally, send out good things to others. So if someone actually is thoughtful enough to send you something for your birthday, please receive it, appreciate it, receive the love. People actually do care. They do care about you. Yeah, they do really appreciate who you are as a person. So receive the love, appreciate the love, practice gratitude on your birthdays. It is worth it. It is worth celebrating.
Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. And then lastly, I just want to end with this, that people who are Jehovah's Witnesses, or rather practicing Jehovah's Witnesses, do not celebrate their birthdays because they believe that such celebrations are displeasing to God. And even though the Bible does not explicitly forbid celebrating birthdays, Shivan, have you heard?
That's why
in the event you think of converting to being a Jehovah's Witness, keep this at the back of your mind.
That's a deal breaker.
Anyway, and also there are a number of other cultures around the world that do not celebrate birthdays, but we have run out of time, and I will be sharing this to our social media handles. But please let me know how you celebrate your birthday. And I'd also like to know, do you think they're overrated? Should they be cancelled? Should birthdays be cancelled? Let me know. That is all we had on our views today, but keep watching Sunrise at Sea.
Tunemaliza. We are done with the show. Well, that winds up what we had for you this morning on Sunrise at Sea. Of course, the reason as to why we're being very intentional with our Kiswahili, of course, this comes at a time when Cabinet did go ahead to say that, hey, guess what? Primary and secondary school going children, Kiswahili is going to be compulsory and it will also be examined. So I urge all of you to learn Kiswahili. I think, or to learn food. Learn how to say I love you. Know how to say food, know how to say thank you, know how to say good morning, habari za asubuhi. It's not as hard as it seems, by the way. And from the ladies and I, and of course the team behind the scenes, we wish you a lovely, lovely, beautiful Tuesday. And do not forget to keep watching Sunrise at Sea. Do not blink. Unanunu pesa. Is that what my guest said? See you next